What the deal, my good peoples? This is Lucky Reacts. I'm your host. You guessed it, Lucky. Today, I have a special treat for y'all. This group has been suggested many of times since I've been doing this reaction video stuff, and yeah, man, it just keeps coming up. Like, yo, you got to start from the beginning. You got to start from the ones. You got to start from, AKA him, aka who I now know as the Prince of Darkness. Um, I'm a little embarrassed to say I knew him from the Ozzy Osbourne show. I know I'm sad, and also I knew of a rumor that I'm not sure if it's true or not that he bit the head off of a dove and a bat. One was in a meeting, one was I think on stage. I'm not sure which one is which, but I did hear that. Um, yeah, yeah, I'm hearing that happened. Um, So today we're reacting to Black Sabbath. I'm not gonna take no more of your time. Let's get right into it. Ah, I just have to say, this cover, pretty freaking creepy. Now I don't know the backstory. I don't know who house that is. I'm not sure who that is standing in the middle. I'm not sure of it. But kind of creepy. Kind of creepy. Kind of creepy. But we're here now. And we have to finish. Let's get it.
What is this that stands before me? Figure in black, which points at me. Turn around quick and start to run. Find out I'm the chosen one. Oh no!
Wait a minute. Okay. Um, okay. So this is, you know what this is? Um, it's almost like you forget you are listening to music, and it feels like you're either looking at a movie or you're in one. horror specific. I you know what's ill about this though? Is that I know we're not even into the record yet, but just the beginning tunes in the beginning. And that voice. Like I know like I said, I've been hearing Ozzy Osbourne in interviews for years. And then obviously I used to watch the show heavily and then watching him, work outside of like Black Sabbath business in a celebrity form for years. So I know his voice. But to hear the younger, still creepy, in my opinion, creepy is not bad either. Creepy is just like there's a real dark thing about that, right? And it's almost like you've now entered into a horror zone. Like you've now entered, you have walked past the no trespassing gates, right? The old broken go away sign on the door. You have knocked on the door, nobody answered, and then you creeped in. You walked in anyway. That's this music. That's the beginning, the sound I would feel from like that, right? And I couldn't imagine. When did this song come out? Let me see. One second. This album came out in 1970. This was 9 years before I was born. So you telling me when I bought that album, when you bought that, I'm sorry I'm talking long, but it's a thing here. I'm always below the surface when I'm listening to music like this. So, or when I'm introduced to music like this. So in 1970, a bunch of people went out and bought this album from this new group, this new band. And you push play or whatever you did, the record or however it went. And this is the first thing you hear. It's almost like you are now being introduced to something new. So, like something your world is not prepared for, and you are about to take a very long, creepy, freaky ride. And here's the other part. You can't get off now. You can't get off. Which tells me this is greatness. Damn. Let me take it back a little bit. Wow.
Find out I'm the chosen one. Oh big black shape with eyes of fire. Telling people their desire. Satan sitting there, he's smiling. Watches those flames get high.
Yo, this is yo. You ever hear this is so dark. I'm laughing because it's a trip. It's so dark. He is like the way he's like narrating. It's not even like I'm singing a song. I'm narrating a world you have just entered into. This is what it looks and smells and feels like. And it's pure evil. And there's no escape for you. It's painful, it's brash, it's hard hitting, and there's like gleams of hope, but it's really hopelessness that screams. Like the oh no, please God help. That's hopelessness. You would think it's hope. This ain't it's music, but it's not like it's you've been sold a movie. You've been sold cinematic darkness. But it's skillfully beautiful. I don't know if that translates for you. Like for me, like because I'm like when I'm listening to this music, I'm not just putting myself in like the new hip hop guy listening to metal and then trying to break down or see how I feel about what sounds like this. Are they genre bending? Is it like what's the difference in lyricism? Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna do that too, right? But I'm putting myself in. If I was going to buy a record in 1970 of this new group that I'm hearing are maybe dope or not. I'm not sure what the hype was around that area. I'm not sure if they was famous after this album or going to this album. Was there a little popularity? I'm not sure. I don't know the history, right? So I'm thinking of me in the record shop. I'm into rock or whatever, looking for a new album records, and that's new, and it's Black Sabbath, and I'm looking at the cover. It looks creepy. It's new. Let me get it, and then I put that on the record and let it play, and then this comes on, and I start looking around the room because I'm probably by myself. Like, I'm looking like, let me turn a light on or two, like what I mean, like let me let me open a window or something, like and like you get chills. It it sounds like the cover, like when you look at the cover and then you hear this song in the background, and his voice is eerily good. That's what I do love about metal and rock. Also, is that like a good singer, and please don't confuse what I'm saying. A good singer in metal, and a good singer in rock. I'm sorry, a good singer in metal, a good voice, good singing voice in metal, and a good singing voice in R&B don't necessarily exchange. You can't really trade the two. I'm not saying can't. I'm not, that's probably not realistic, but like for example, Ozzy Osbourne and Usher can't do each other's records just because they both can sing at two different genres, right? It's like Maynard, right? Like Maynard from Tool can't just do Chris Brown record and Chris Brown come do, right? It's a difference in like tones and elements that fit so perfectly with the backdrop they're playing with, right? And this is not concrete. It's my opinion, and it's, please let me have my opinion. This is what I think. But when I hear this sounds like, oh, we've left music, not literally, but it's more cinematic, very cinematic. You know what I mean? It puts you in the world. Let me be honest and clear real quick. So all of you know. Though I may seem like a big old teddy bear, a big chocolate teddy bear, as I was once told one day, and I'll never forget it, right? Though I may be all big and cute and fluffy and to some, I have a ton of tattoos, so it may look like an aggressive person. I'm not I'm a softie. I love people. I'm a crier. I'm very, very nice guy. And I love all things, right? But also, I am terrified of horror movies. Terrified, right? So turning this on reminds me of something I don't want to continue. I'm not saying in real life. I'm saying like it reminds me of if I turn a movie on and I heard this music, I'm gonna turn it off because I'll be like, oh, okay, that's a horror movie. I don't feel like not going to sleep for the next 72 hours, so I'm not gonna watch it, right? So, but I listen to this and it's like, damn, I know it's not a movie because I'm watching a lyric video of a legendary group and I'm hearing this guy I've been knowing for so many years outside of his bands, the bands he was a part of. Um, I knew the older him, you know what I mean, older, not really touring and stuff. So to hear this, the younger, the real Prince of Darkness, like where you get the name from, where the things were happening and you did some things and the people gave you this name. But it sounds like this. It sounds like the Prince of Darkness will make this. I know I'm running along with my dialogue. And I understand a lot of you have told me it's okay, talk. Sometimes I'll be so excited about what I'm hearing, I have to get all my thoughts out. You guys have heard the record, so I know it's fine. But um, and I know this record's not even done, but it's the sounds that I'm hearing that it's like I'm in the movie or a part of it, and you can't get off. And it's so eerily good, it's almost like, do I want to get off? And what's next? You know what I mean? So, my bad. I hope you get me. I'm just excited. This is dope. This is really dope. Yo, what is the what is that in the background? I'm terrible with sounds, but you understand. You know what part I'm talking about. That is sick. That whoa. The fact that it went to another level just now. That up tempo came in, it started going in, and then he started narrating like you're being. It's like an eerie chase scene. Like it's like you see yourself. It's the part of the movie where you're running in slow motion. You're running through a hallway. You bump into stuff. Now you trip and fall. You get up. You're running. They're pointing the camera back, but you know something is chasing the person, but you can't see it. And they're running. They're throwing to falling and tears and spit flying, and you run and you're knocking over stuff. and this music is playing, and and your heart's beating because you want them to get away, but you can't see. But then you half looking because they do that jump scare thing, and you just like, yo, this is a movie, yo. Wow. Wow. Yo. I wasn't ready for Black Sabbath. I was not ready. And before we go any further, first I want to salute and respect due, rest in peace to the Prince of Darkness, Mr. Ozzy Osbourne. Wow. From the stories people have been telling me, from the love you've been getting in the comments, the whole group Black Sabbath, from the love you guys have been getting, you were the OGs of this shit. Like a lot of it, like y'all walked so many of these bands could run. That's how I'm hearing it. That's what I've been told since I've been doing these reaction videos. Yo, you got to go back to the OGs. You got to go back to Sabbath. One or two other groups mentioned also. Like, yeah, you got to go back to Sabbath. Go get that first album. Go see what that's about. Then figure out the rest. You'll figure out. They're telling me like you'll get the rest. There's other groups, many groups. Go get Sabbath. Go rock out the Sabbath. Start there. I push. Hey, look. Here's the thing. I'm in my car today. Earlier, throw on Sabbath. I said, all right, man. I know I'm gonna do a reaction video. Let me see. Let me kind of see what song I want to do. I don't see. The thing is, nobody told me a song to listen to. So let me turn on Sabbath. So I heard the first notes of this first record, and then that first voice came in, and I was like, nah, let me cut it off. First of all, I wasn't in the mood for the ride I was in. I was driving this morning, and it wasn't the mood for the ride I was in. And also, I need to sit down and be somewhere not around people to listen to this. So I knew I wanted to do my reaction video to this Black Sabbath record. And damn. That was a short film in horror and like agony and pain, and that's why it fits. So now I hear the Prince of Darkness, and that's only one song I've heard, right? So it's like that fits. It's on brand for the stories I've heard. Just that one song, narrated and speaking about how the devil sitting there laughing as the flames getting higher and higher. He's painting this picture of evil debauchery, agony, and twisted, sick pain. Like I've been here before. Like I've seen this. I know what this room looks like. Right? He's painting that kind of picture. That's what makes it so eerie. The music along with his, and it's so open. I love that it's so open to breathe in between the lyrics. Right? So now you're in a state of like mystery and like darkness and not knowing how to get out. You're walking through this vacant 2-story home in the middle of nowhere. You walk past a door that said, get out. You think you hear something, but you're looking for help because your car is stranded. And that's the closest thing to you for miles. So you have to look for a phone or a person or something. You walk to the house, and then this music is playing in the background. You don't hear it, but it's the backdrop to your death scene. You know what I mean? Like it's that's wow. And it's your first album. Yo, modern day music can't hold a candle. Can't hold a candle to some of these OGs, man. That's why these groups been here so long, rocking out. When you hear names, most of these names, look, I know names and don't know songs. There's a reason why I know these names as being held up to being legendary. That means throughout the time of music since they've been rocking out, people have been holding them high. I've never in my life heard an Iron Maiden song, and I know the name like, oh yeah, they rock gods. Metallica, uh, 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 Tool, AC/DC, Black Sabbath. You know what I mean? It's like you hear these names and you just like, yo, these are the names of names. Like the you know, it's many names, many legendary groups. And I don't know the music, but the names have been held up so high. So damn, it's like that's your first album out the gate. You gave Nat your intro. It sounds like, yeah, you are now walking into hell and you can't get off. You have to take the whole ride. Hope to see you at the end. I hope to see you at the end. Wow. Rest in peace to the Prince of Darkness. Salute to the remaining members of Black Sabbath. I'm not sure the history, and I haven't looked all the way into the group yet. I don't want to be disrespectful if somebody's not here or not. You know, so salute to all of the group. And wow, I got to finish that album, and I will finish that album. But that was dope. That was dope. Eerie as shit. Excuse my language. Eerie, spooky, creepy, but dope, excellent, right on time. I love I love music that can put you there, and it puts you right in the middle of that movie. Hope to see you at the end. Peace.